A lot of fitness influencers talk about, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that to get in shape. But a lot of them are injured. A lot of them are having low energy, and they don't talk about this. They just show you what they want you to see, which is their physique, but they don't want to show you how they actually feel. Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. As you can see, it's super cold outside. It's minus 10, minus 14 degrees. But anyway, right now we are in the car and we are about to go to the gym. We are having a mobility day, something that I was always skipping. I could train a lot, like I was very consistent. I was training 6 times a week, every single week for 2 hours, 3 hours, but I wasn't making the time to actually focus on mobility. And then I was wondering, why am I having lower back pain? Why am I having all these injuries? And why am I feeling very tight all the time? And it was because I was skipping mobility. And something I really want to talk about is to know and not to do is not to know, because I have it on my phone right here. To know and not to do is not to know. Why? Because everybody talks about knowledge is power, but apply knowledge is power, because if you don't apply the knowledge, then you're not going to see any results. Like, it's like knowing something that you should be doing and not doing it. It's just self-torture, because now you know the solution to it, but you're not doing anything to fix it. So we are about to go to the gym, as I said, and we are going to just record my full mobility training. We are going to do hips and lower back. Two of the things that are super critical when it comes about your overall well-being, because if your hip sockets are not properly moving, if you have lower back pain, everything is just trash. Like, life feels trash when you don't feel good. So we are about to go there, and let's go. Currently just in the middle of the river. It just froze, and we are about to just go into the gym doing the mobility. But first and foremost, we are going to get this beautiful sunlight into our eyes, which is going to set our circadian rhythm. Now, this is peak life. Focusing on your health and on your relationship with God should be everyone's main priority. So with that being said, we are just going to enter the gym. Then I'm going to show you exactly the entire mobility protocol that I currently do. So we are about to start doing a warm-up. Even though it's just a mobility day, we are still going to do a regular warm-up, just as we would do for a normal workout. But we are just going to warm up a bit our neck, our spine, and then we are going to get straight to the point. So make sure you follow through. My main issues were that I had lower back pain, but lower back pain is just the symptom, it's not the cause, because most probably you have weak or tight hip flexors, then you have poor internal rotation of the hips. So today, with the mobility, I'm going to actually focus on my weak points, which is definitely the internal rotation. And so the first exercise is going to be a hip opener. It's just going to allow you to open up the hip capsule so you can actually tap into the internal rotation. And then we are going to do another movement that's actually strengthening it. So you're going to internally rotate your leg just as much as your mobility allows you. And then you're going to bend yourself into that hip till you find that spot into the hip socket. Usually you're already going to feel it here in the hips, and as you go down, you're just going to create that pressure onto it, which is just going to open it up for you. And when this becomes easy, you can progress it just by turning your elbows down, doing this. But to start off, it's good to start off from being up, and then you progress by putting your elbows down, and then you do this. And you're just basically going to repeat this onto the other side. After you open up the hip capsules, the second exercise for the internal rotation, and this one is probably the go-to exercise, which actually helped me tremendously to get rid of my lower back pain, and that is using a foam roller. You're going to place it at above your knee, and on here you're going to focus to have the connection with your big toe, with your small toe, and your heel. So you're basically going to think about it as a tripod, and then you're going to push back with your knee into the wall. You're just going to bend yourself into it. See, you go slow, you push into it. You're going to feel it very good in the hip. And we are about to do like 10 to 12 reps, 2 sets, chill, easy. But this is a disclaimer. You're going to feel absolutely sore. You're going to feel like you just got punched into the hips the next day if you haven't done it, if you never have done this exercise prior. And we are just going to do the same thing, just on the other side. Again, the same thing. You're going to place it at above your knee. Make sure the foot contact is there. You're just going to press into the wall. So next up, we're just going to take like 2 cuffs, and we are about to place them on our ankles. And these are called hip flexors, weighted hip flexor raises. What this does, they strengthen your hip flexors, because if you sit a lot, let's say you work a desk job or whatever, and you sit a lot in a chair, your hip flexors are going to get very tight. And a lot of people have this misunderstanding when it comes about mobility. They think that mobility means just doing mindless stretches, that is going to fix their problems. But in reality, just as you progress with weights, when you do weightlifting, so it must be with mobility. You have to continuously progress. So this, I actually do it with weight. As you can see, you are going to put something, a light weight. Make sure your back is flat onto the mat. You're going to place your hands here to have support. And then what you're going to do, you're just going to raise it to your hips. So just going back. Again, like 10 to 12 reps. That's pretty much all you need. This also helps if you have popping hips, like if you keep having those pops into your hips, this is going to fix it. And it's also going to help you with stabilizing when you're going to do movement, so it's going to protect your lower back. And we are just going to repeat it on the other leg. It's just the same thing. Just put the mat here. And now, and only now, we are just going to actually stretch the hip flexors, because prior this, we just pump some blood into it. And it's exactly as with when you want to build muscle. When you are weightlifting, you're first going to pump blood into your muscles, and then you're going to stretch them. You're not just going to mindlessly stretch and then you're going to do the exercises. So with this, it's actually simple. You're going to put one of the foot here, and you have to tuck your hips in, and you're going to feel a nice stretch on your entire quad and your hip flexor. And you can use this to actually support yourself and to get the deepest stretch into there. You're just going to hold this for like 30 seconds, and then you're going to switch legs. And now we are just going to do the exact same thing, just on the other leg. So again, you're just going to place your other foot on here, and the one that you actually want to stretch, you're just going to place it down, and you're just, again, just going to do this movement from your hip, and you're just going to go forward till you hit that nice stretch. You can just play around with it. You can move where you actually feel that good stretch. Next up, we got the back extension machine. We are going to do it one single leg. Why? Because we want to create that stability when we are going to do any movement like deadlifts or whatever. We just want to create that connection, that good connection with our lower back. When you don't have stability in that, your lower back is going to take off all that and you're going to have pain. So make sure you set it up for your height, and then you're just going to take one leg off, and you're just going to hold it like this. So you're going to hold it like 30 seconds or until you are just going to shake. I can promise you, once you're actually going to come onto this, you're just going to be shaking, and you want to increase the hold until you can easily hold it for like 60 seconds. See, I'm just shaking like walking here. Now we are just going to switch it off. can promise you, once you actually are going to get strong at this movement, your lower back is going to thank you and the pain is going to leave you. So working on your hips and your lower back, absolutely essential when it comes about lower back pain. So the next one is going to be a stretch. These are the QL muscles, a muscle that not a lot of people talk about, but it plays a crucial role when it comes about your lower back health. And when it's getting very tight, and mainly it occurs from, again, sitting at your desk for a long period of time. And these muscles are going to get very tight. So how you are going to actually stretch them? By doing this following exercise. Now, come here to see the setup because it can be a little catchy. So you're just going to place yourself onto a box. The side on which you want to stretch your QL, on that side, that leg, you're going to raise it. You're going to put the other leg for support onto it. And you want to make sure that you sit on the edge of the box. And you're just going to take a weight. Now, for me, I actually progress this. You can start with a lighter weight. And then all you want is to bend sideways until you're going to get a nice stretch in the QL. So you're not just going to go down, you're actually going to control it. And you think about just your arm coming down and your torso maintaining straight position. And actually, you're going to stretch the other side. Good, and now we are just going to switch sides. Again, the same movement. Going to place one foot on here, the other one above it, and we are going to stretch this side of the QL, the left side. So this one is tighter for me and it's harder to go down. It's just super tight. And the last exercise is going to be Jefferson curl. Here we are going to take the stepper and pretty much you're just going to get a light weight, a kettlebell. This is just 6 kilos. And the whole idea of this exercise is for you to tuck in your chin, and you're just going to go down from your spine. You're also going to feel a good stretch on your hamstring. And so after this is going to be easy. You're just going to pick a bigger weight and you're just going to continuously progress, and your lower back is going to thank you for all of this work. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now we're just about to head home and we are just going to eat our post-workout meal basically, which is some grass-fed steak with some good carbs, which are the sweet potatoes, and then probably eating some fruit. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'm just excited to keep pushing out content for now to help you guys improve your mindset, improve your health, because a lot of fitness influencers talk about, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that to get in shape. But a lot of them are injured. A lot of them are having low energy, and they don't talk about this. They just show you what they want you to see, which is their physique, but they don't want to show you how they actually feel. And so it's very important to remember that your physique should be a byproduct of you being healthy, having healthy habits, and being healthy overall, right? Being healthy from a hormonal place, being healthy overall. So I really hope you made the most out of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, to like this video, leaving the comments any questions you may have on health, on mobility, whether you understood everything that I told. If you want more impersonal help, then just reach out to me on my Instagram. I post daily, and keep crushing it, guys. That's all that matters. We have to continuously improve. That's all life is about. Love and peace.